Hi guys, it's Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. I'm here at ZGO in San Francisco and we are going to do We Love the Store segment shot in video for Saffler Bond. This is a Saffler Bond contributor video, and we're also going to do a $50 gift card or gift certificate giveaway towards any purchase in the store. So we're going to do all that coming right up.
Welcome to ZGO. You're here in the Castro. You're at the top of the Castro, and I want to welcome you to our store. So this is the heart of San Francisco. It's geographically right in the center of town, and it's sort of a great district to be in, a great neighborhood, lots of wonderful people here. So let's go into the store and I'll show you around. So welcome inside our store. I'm Claude Gratianne. I'm one of the owners here, and my partner is Tani Kampakum. And we started ZGO about 6 years ago, and we've been here in the Castro for about 5 years. And this is a wonderful corner location in the Castro. We were really fortunate to be able to get this location. It's sort of a very well-placed location for a store. We get a lot of tourists here, a lot of neighborhood traffic, a lot of wonderful people coming in, you know, all the time to just say hello. And so let me show you around the store a little bit. The whole store is about fragrance. So we not only have perfume, but we have candles, room sprays, diffusers, scented bath and body products. And just sort of conceptually, our idea was to bring all things fragrance related together in one place. And so kind of that's a little bit of an unusual thing for a store to be focused conceptually on just fragrance. But that's the idea. And so perfume kind of commands the top spot in terms of it being sort of a fine art form. It's sort of the top echelon of fragrance, if you will. And but we have all the other forms of fragrance. And so let me show you those things. This area here is our candle area. And in the center table here, it's our top-end candle line. It's called Sieur Trudon. It's from France. It's the world's oldest candle maker. They were the royal candle maker to the King of France, King Louis XIV. They started in the early 1600s, and they've been continuously in business ever since. So it's kind of a really special thing that we carry here, this brand. And so they have the most awesome fragrances, and it's a very special line. Each and every candle carries the seal of the king, and so it's historically important to France and important to us to have it here. We really enjoy carrying it, and one of the wonderful things that Maison Trudon has done just in the last month or so is they've created a line of perfumes. So that's going to be here in our store in the next week or so. So it's kind of, we're really excited to have their line of perfume here. And so beyond that, we have Diptyque here, another great brand from France. They were one of the first to work with scented candles. They have an awesome line of perfume and bath and body products. So Diptyque is another special line that they, you know, individually these candles really are each and every one of them wonderful fragrance products. And so there's room sprays and the different size candles that come in the very large down to the votive size. On this side we have Dr. Vranis. These are the best diffusers from Italy. It's the best because Dr. Vranis is one of the first that developed the diffuser. He's from Florence, Italy. He has stores around the world, and he's been to our store here. He's a great guy. We love working with him, and so yeah, this brand of diffuser is one that we always recommend because not only does it have such awesome fragrances and great bottles, but it also comes with refills, and refills is a great way if you continuously use diffusers to you know, always refresh the bottles. So this is the ZGO line of essential oil products, and this line is really special to us because we've developed this here in-house. We've gone directly to the sources, these individual distillers for each of these fragrance products. For example, up here we have the Damascus Rose, which comes from Bulgaria, the lavender also from Bulgaria, and so on and so forth. So each of these has its own story, its own interesting way that we developed a relationship with each of these distillers, and so it's something really special for ZGO. This is our line of Mariage Frère tea. This line of tea is the finest teas that you can find in the world. It comes from Paris, and the Mariage Frère is known for going to all parts of the world to collect these fine fragrance teas. And so if you were to go to their store in Paris, it's this awesome, marvelous, really dynamic place. And so we're super happy to have Mariage Frère teas here. The reason that we wanted to have the teas in our store is that this complements what we do with fragrance. So each of these teas is fragrance from rose products, fruit products, mint products, all kinds of different fragrances. So this kind of complements what we do. Here, on this side, we have our perfume section, and at this time, I think we have 45 different perfume brands at ZGO, and we're continuously adding to it. The latest ones that we've added to our collection are on this side. We're super happy to have Perfume d'Empire. Perfume d'Empire is a perfume brand that has won 2 Fragrance Foundation awards. Perfumer Marc-Antoine is world-renowned perfumer, and so we're just super happy to be able to have this here and to present it to people. We've recently added Dusita. Dusita is another brand that we have in our store that's won olfactive awards. Dusita is a perfumer originally from Thailand, now living in France, and she's a super interesting person. Visara has kind of intertwined her father's poetry stories with the fragrances that she's presented here, and we're really happy to have her. So we have just a number of brands, each one with their individual stories, which we're super happy to present to people that come to our store.
What is your background in fragrance?
Well, I really started with a minimal background in fragrance. I didn't really have any formal training in fragrance. And like I said, I started my career in engineering, and I worked in that for 20 years doing civil engineering management. And then I got to a place in my career where I decided, you know what, I really need a change of pace. And my partner Tani was at that same place too, having been in the travel agent business, and that kind of got to a stopping point. So we decided to branch out. We were at a place where we sort of were at a spiritual low point, and one night we were having dinner and we had some candlelight there, and we realized that you know, that how the candles can really affect your mood and bring up your spirits, and the way that fragrance has an impact on you know, your attitude. And so we started to think that we could do something with fragrance, because there really wasn't a store like this, and that's where we really got started thinking seriously we should do a fragrance store.
Awesome. And how long have you been selling fragrance?
We've been selling fragrance for about 6 years now. The store has been at this location for 5 years, and when we moved here, we started selling perfume. We started selling a very niche brand, which you know, it no longer exists. It came from Australia. It was called Tommy Suni, and it was a great perfume, but you know, perfumes come and go in many cases, and so we don't have that one anymore.
And do you prefer selling to customers that come into the store, or do you prefer selling to customers online?
Well, we sell to both. We sell online throughout the country, and so that's great that we can reach out to those people. But we really do like meeting people in person, and to have that direct connection to people is a lot of fun for us. So we prefer that.
And how do you deal with someone without any olfactive terminology, or olfactory terminology?
Well, that's okay for us, because we came from that same place where we didn't know a lot about fragrance, so we don't expect people to know anything about olfactive terminology. I mean, we're here to help people, you know, learn how to wear perfume or find the right perfume. And so I think sometimes words get in the way of understanding how to talk about perfume, because it's hard to translate smell to words. So yeah, it's okay not to have that terminology.
I see. So what are your current best sellers in your store, fragrance-wise?
Well, we recently got in Byredo. Byredo is a wonderful niche perfume line, and inspired by Ben Gorman, who's a fantastic artist in his own right and fashion trendsetter. And so Byredo is our flagship perfume right now. We sell quite a bit of Byredo, and really attracts a lot of attention, and is a really fun perfume brand to wear.
So how do you curate your selection of perfumes?
Well, so, with the years of experience that we've had, we've had a lot of choices to find, which brands to bring into our store. And that's been part of the process of discovery for us, is to find which ones, are kind of elevated to really what amounts to be a highest art form. So we're looking for perfumes that stand out from the crowd, that are special in their own right, where the perfumer is a true artist, and especially ones that have won awards. When we see those kind of recognition from the perfumer's peers, that's a good indication that that's a perfume that really stands out, and those are the ones that we want to have here.
Awesome. So what does ZGO stand for?
ZGO stands for Zen Garden Oasis, and the way I spell it out is I spell it Zen with a colon, and then Garden Oasis with the tilde sign in between. And it really symbolizes the way we see the world of perfume. We see it as from the planet Earth, first of all, which is kind of a funny way to put it, but the way we see it is perfume being an evolution from the beginning of time, from when there was nothing until finally the Earth evolves. And on this special place that we call the Earth, we have all forms of flora and fauna, and including ourselves, where perfume is really the culmination of all those life elements that the Earth has brought us to. So the garden part of ZGO means the Earth. The oasis also speaks to the Earth as being an oasis of a place in space and time. So that's the kind of the comparison, the contrast between the garden and the oasis. That's sort of a Zen way of looking at it.
Awesome, I didn't know this. Thank you for explaining.
Sure.
So Claude, thank you so much for doing this video with me.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks, Sebastian, for having me. We're really excited to have people come to our store to experience what we have here and to be able to show people the different perfumes. So come on by.
Guys, if you want to participate in the giveaway, please click the link to Saffler Bond in the info box and head over there and follow the directions there. It's a $50 gift card toward purchase of anything in the store. And this is a USA giveaway, so follow Saffler Bond's directions and instructions there. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, please list below. Otherwise, please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Thank you.